Hello everyone, this is Eloquent, and I am playing EverQuest on the P99 server, and I am back on my Enchanter lane. I had a pretty long run with my Druid, and got him all the way up to 45, and he's about halfway through that level now. But yeah, I decided that I would come back and try to level up a little bit more on a lane. I last left her, she had just gotten Breeze, and in between videos I went and got all of the rest of my level 16 spells. I had that one kind of inventory, just waiting for the when I had leveled. But I went and got all of the rest of the spells, and I've gotten into a group here in Unrest. I'm in the main room inside the house. And yeah, so here my playstyle has actually changed just a little bit. When we were out in the yard, I always had a pet up, and there's a lot more of a crowd control type situation. This has been a little bit different only because the mobs are a lot higher, and so when I do get a chance to mez, the mez is it's either not holding right at the get-go or it's breaking really quick. Charm has kind of been tough. The first time that we pulled more than 2 mobs, I went and tried charming one of them, and you can definitely tell that it's been a week since I've played. I played the Enchanter because I didn't con it. I just went and charmed it, and it kept breaking and breaking, and we ended up having to kill it, and it's because it was red. Charm works pretty well on something that's blue, but something that high, it doesn't like it. So and there's a pop. So yeah, so the playstyle's changed a little bit. What I've been trying to do is I have been making sure to try to slow as much as possible. I've been putting a lower dot on things, and I've been really just buffing, keeping Breeze on all the casters and keeping quickness on all of the melees, which that seems to fade quickly. I haven't bothered casting it on myself to kind of keep track of how long it stays. I also started casting Rune on them, which is, I think it's just a straight HP buff, but you need a catalyst, and I did buy quite a few, but I think when either it's still up or when it faded, they didn't say anything about refreshing. But definitely every time quickness goes down, they let me know and tell me to refresh. And I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with Breeze. But yeah, I got into this group. I was in the I was probably about 16% into the level, and I've been here for about, maybe 40 minutes. Maybe it's getting close to an hour, and I'm already more than halfway through the level. We have gotten lucky. We've gotten a few high-level damage shields put on the entire group, and so we've been able to kind of, pull a bunch of stuff and just kind of sit there and just let it go. So here, because this ghoul popped, I decided to grab him and try using him as a pet. The ghouls seem to be pretty good pets. They, why am I, oh. It was weird, everyone was just standing there. But anyway, they don't break too much. They're blue, which helps. Of course, as I say that. I have not uploaded it yet, but I have a video where my druid was quadding in Timorous Deep, and it was the same kind of thing. Every time I would mention something about, like, oh, you know, watch out for this, or don't do this, it would happen immediately after I mentioned it. So, yeah, I should probably stop saying things like that, because it's definitely a curse. So one of the other things that I picked up was this book, and this book actually helps me research some of the higher level spells. I'm actually getting up there enough that that's becoming a thing. And luckily, they have been giving me pages, so now I have to kind of look on the wiki and try to figure out oh, don't be that way. Now I have to look up on the wiki and try to figure out which pages go together. Like, for instance, I know that on this last level there was a AoE mez that needs to be researched, and I'm pretty sure it's a few of those pages that I have that need to be put together in the book. But it's like any other skill, it's going to take me training it, and so I think, I'm pretty sure that when I was in town I trained it, so I at least have probably 16 points in it, and I don't know when, you know, some of the lower spells are trivial, but man, that thing resisted a few times. So this is part of the problem of being in the main room, is that, see, I didn't think that I was that low of a level that, that I would be resisting that much, but, the root situation is definitely real. So, in case you don't watch any of my Druid videos, this guy right here is another Druid, and we've actually duoed a couple of times. And matter how many times I try, I'm not good at talking and typing at the same time. So anyway, man, there's so much going on. Oh, this ghoul is just driving me crazy here. And I'm rooted. So anyway, after all that craziness happened, so yeah, that druid and I ended up talking to him for quite a while. I'm not even completely sure he recognized who I was because I'm on my alt. But we've actually grouped together. He is a live streamer on Twitch. He's probably actually streaming right now. And he's a really good guy. And you know, I was asking him earlier, he was working on his epic, and I asked him if that was still the case, and he said that he had a little bit of trouble trying to, I think he was going after a tainted aqua goblin or something, or corrupted aqua goblin. I guess he had trouble in Lake Wrath, so he was just going around and, you know, buffing up some lobies, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely, you know, I gave him a shout out in my Druid video, but if there are people that are just watching all of the Enchanter videos, definitely give him a look-see. He does P99 as well, obviously, and you know, he's very entertaining to watch. And you can see him at Anima 37. I think I said it before, if you just go and run into Twitch and check out the EverQuest page, he's usually, you know, pretty far up there. He streams quite a bit, and like I said, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's very good at the class he plays. Right now it's mostly Druid, but I think that he has a few alts that he's going to be working on. But yeah, within all that chaos, I got about another 10%. I've started to learn that maybe charming's not the best thing. while I was talking there, I ran and the resists are just crazy. And grabbed myself and swapped in my crude Stein. So if we get another Ghoulad, I might try to grab another pet. And I kind of think that if maybe that'll help with all the resists. Because the resists are just crazy. And thinking about it, I probably should try to get more charisma gear. I definitely thought I had a few more. So again, I got resisted, and that's starting to gall at me, so we're gonna try a new strategy. We're gonna mem up Cashin, and that is a magic resist debuff. So now hopefully, if I let that go a little bit, I hit it with Tashin, and then I hit it with Languid Pace. There we go. It actually stuck. To be completely honest, I probably should be doing that with when I go to Charm as well. But after thinking about it, I kind of don't like that I don't have root memmed. So we're just going to kind of rearrange things here. And then I need Languid Pace. There we go. Let's try that. But yeah, this is kind of... this is kind of what the Enchanter has been like. Me trying to figure it out. Definitely when I play my Druid, it's not as hard. It's not as me trying to find my way as much. It's funny, going through with my Druid, I've grouped with quite a few Enchanters, and every once in a while you do see them have trouble, and I always kind of wondered why, but now after playing quite a bit, it's crazy how many resists we get. And I don't know if that's something to kind of off balance the Tashin. So let's try this. Let's Tashin, Charm. see how this works. But yeah, I don't know if that's the, to kind of balance out the magic resist line that we get. And it kind of forces you to make sure that, as you're going through your casting, that, you always lead with that, which could be, but, to be honest, after doing it, the resist is one thing, but probably the more galling thing is the fact that the aggro that you pull from a lot of the spells is just crazy. It's just so much. And it's really tough to try to keep that in mind, because when I play my druid, I kind of wait a certain point in time and then I hit to make sure that I don't steal the aggro. But it's like everything here just aggroes so much, and you really have to kind of sit back. Although, to be honest, I don't know how much of that is really just the fact that how much of that is just the fact that at the current level that I am, put that in 5. Oh, don't be a jerk. Sorry. I don't know how much of that is just the fact that, at this level, the tanks have trouble holding aggro, because, they're still leveling up through their taunts, and, they just don't have the equipment to deal out enough damage to offset, some of the damage that a casting can do. So that'll be an interesting thing to see as this progresses, how much that continues to be an issue, and how much I need to adjust when I do go to cast. Because just there with the Tashin, I try to wait until it gets 10% down, hit Tashin, and then I would try to wait until it gets so far down, and then I hit with whatever I'm gonna hit with. And I guess honestly, I really should be tashing everything that comes in, because not only is it helping me with casting, but it's helping any of the other casters that are either nuking or doing whatever to the mob. Oh. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good place to end this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these videos, please be sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, any suggestions, because definitely this this class I'm definitely not as confident playing as I am a druid, and I'm definitely always happy to hear any suggestions anyone might have, any tips. But yeah, if you're interested in catching any more of this, I do usually live stream when I play. For instance, right now I'm live streaming, and yeah, definitely come by and say hi. That is at twitch.tv/eloquent. And you know, if you come in and you say hi, then I'll definitely say hi back, and you get to see all the stuff that kind of happens before I record the videos, in between videos. I think tonight I'm gonna record at least one more. And yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.